Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM, WRDN. Brian Winnekins from the NAFB Convention. Thank you to our sponsors, including Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, Amplify Health, Synergy Co-op, Osteoplastics, Compeer Financial, Animal Wellness Center in Buffalo Valley, Annabis Silo, and Elsivia Co-op. And I am with Dr. Lisa Becton. She's with the Swine Swine Health Information Center. Oh, and we're going to talk about, the H5N1. That's been a big issue here, not only really in western Wisconsin, but across the nation as well. Obviously, first poultry, then dairy, now swine. And Dr. Becton, thanks for joining us while we had that report out of Oregon. That has to be very concerning.
You know, this is definitely something that we're monitoring, and we have been really since it started to appear in dairy. And so we've had a very good collaborative effort with ourselves and all of the swine industry stakeholders, such as National Pork Board, National Pork Producers Council, and American Association of Swine Veterinarians. And so as this progressed, we've all been discussing what are our needs for swine and the what if. And so now that we have had a first case in pigs, that also really increased our need to want to monitor and understand what does H5N1 look like in pigs, because it's not something obviously that's been a high focus, only because with the new introduction in dairy that's really taken a lot of precedence. But we've done this collaborative effort between SHIC, FAR, and National Pork Board to really understand what does this virus look like in pigs. And so we've got a call for proposals out. It's for $4 million. It's live on our website at swinehealth.org, and we've asked for deadlines for December 31st. And so there's 10 different priorities really to understand all aspects of the disease in swine, and that will just help us survey, monitor, prepare, but also respond should it ever get into a larger population of swine.
And is that the concern that this, if it gets into a large population of swine, that this would be like what happens with poultry farmers, where the whole flock is euthanized? I mean, is there a concern? We don't have that issue with dairy cattle, but we don't really know a lot about this, do we?
There's a lot that is unknown about the virus, and so that's what part of this research proposal is looking at, because we don't really understand what is the clinical picture. If it gets into a large population, will it spread quickly? We just don't know. And so we're working not only with our research partners, but also with our state and federal government officials and animal health officials to really understand what would the impact of this virus be.
We are talking with Dr. Lisa Becton with the Swine Health Information Center this morning from the National Association of Farm Broadcasting Convention in Kansas City. Meanwhile, there's been some research on Japanese encephalitis. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, we had a call for proposals earlier this year, and Japanese encephalitis virus was seen in Australia back in 2020, and we noticed a very big impact on pigs. And so as it moved forward, there was a decision to create a research proposal with SHIC and also with FAR, again, a collaborative effort. And so earlier this year, we had a call for proposals. We had a joint $2 million call for proposals, and we have 6 projects funded. And those projects really are going to be assessing what do we have for risk factors, such as the mosquitoes that could carry that virus. Do we have that population around our pigs? What does it look like for other risk factors like swine? How do we control the disease potentially with a vaccine? So a lot of things, again, really for response and preparedness. 1, to help reduce production impact should it get here, but 2, to help us prepare and respond in general.
And that's the thing with this virus, the H5N1, is that the other goal here is to try to come up with some type of a vaccine specifically for pigs?
You know, vaccine is a component of management, but again, right now, since we don't have vaccines that are available for swine, it's something that's on our call for proposals. And as we work with our government and federal partners, that will be something that they'll help us determine what the applicability is. But it is on our call for proposals because we need to understand what all of our options could be.
Talking with Dr. Lisa Becton, she's with the Swine Health Information Center. Obviously, pork producers have to now be even as if they don't have enough to worry about. Now they have to worry about the migratory birds that are flying south and all those, additional biosecurity measures.
The good thing is biosecurity really doesn't apply just to one disease. And so when you look at the application of different things, and more specifically for birds, if you prevent birds from coming into your barn or roosting near feed sources, all of those things can help prevent a lot of different diseases, whether it's an emerging disease, an endemic disease, or even a foreign animal disease. And so we still need to stick to that cornerstone of doing everything we can to prevent a virus or bacteria from getting into the units and hopefully protect from a lot of different things.
And if folks want more information on some of those biosecurity ideas or where we're at with H5N1, the Japanese encephalitis, they can just go to the website?
You bet. It's swinehealth.org. And then also, we are going to be hosting a webinar on H5N1 coming up November 20th, and that's also posted on our website and the registration. And so if folks are interested in hearing more about what's going on in the industry for that, they're more than welcome. It's a free webinar to take part in.
That is Dr. Lisa Becton with the Swine Health Information Center from the NAFB convention. I'm Brian Winnikins. You're listening to